Hey guys, hey Gmails, and welcome to episode with some stuff. So, I found this amazing video called My Little Dashie. My Little Dashie. It's like, oh my god.
There is little use for the being whose tepid soul knows nothing of the men who quell the storm and ride the thunder.
Hopefully you guys can still hear me.
The daily struggles I go through outweigh the small moments of joy I have. My Little Pony has helped, but it's still just another thing to get my hopes up. Every time I see the show or one of the ponies on fancy, I recoil a little bit at the bright colors, the joyful faces of the ponies, and the peaceful scenery of their world.
Yeah.
It's so hard to look at that beautiful world, having it so close to my grasp.
Yeah. My little Dashie, my little Dashie. When I saw this, I freaked out.
My computer screen.
So, I have seen a bit of it just to see what it looks like. It's
When I
fucking
feel
awesome.
sad, I walk. When I feel tired, I walk. When I feel like walking, I walk. Walking has
course.
become my second life in a sense.
Yeah.
I spend at least half my day outside along the crumbling sidewalks and decaying suburbs.
You think that's all going to
Live my life
change?
one day at a time. A good portion
There'd
of
be
those
plenty
days
to do.
are eventful, always falling into the same routine.
Yeah.
I wake up, walk to work,
Went to
work,
school.
walk home, then
Learn,
run around until I
walk
go to
home.
bed. Sometimes I'll hang with my few friends, while other times I'll just play video games or
Yeah.
watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
Those are my
Living in
two
a
favorite
tiny city isn't very
things.
fun or interesting.
Yeah.
This city was once full of life and color.
Life and color.
But now most of the houses are sagging. The businesses sit empty and abandoned. And the open fields lay barren of the once great factories that helped drive the local economy.
Mhm.
I never saw the city during those times, but I have seen pictures.
Mhm.
My mother started painting
This is
once
sad.
everything crumbled beneath her feet, making the sad scenery before her look beautiful.
Yeah.
Her masterpiece is of an open field that yielded
It's
to a burning
really
project.
great.
And over it, she drew this amazing rainbow. It's by far my favorite picture. I guess
Because
that's why I like Rainbow Dash the most out of all the other ponies.
she's so colorful.
Colors, the amazing Sonic Rainbow,
Yeah.
all of that reminds me of her picture.
Mhm. So what do you guys
Today,
think?
as usual, when I
It's not a
walked to
creepy
work,
pasta,
it was the same shit, just a different day.
and it said
I watched
the
the same people
MOP
come
in
into the
real
store,
life.
grab their
So,
merchandise, pay for it,
what do you guys
and walk
think?
out with bags and
Com-
tubs.
comment that. But before you do, just watch.
Now, living in this area, I see trash all the time. Boxes, plastic bags littered the streets and empty fields. Rarely would I see a cardboard box that isn't crushed in one way or another. It's just sitting there, sad and alone, among the broken concrete and overgrown grass. It doesn't move or stand out as if it were special. It's
So?
just an ordinary brown cardboard box.
Right up on
Inside
somebody's
is
first
a
up.
sleek, filly rainbow dash.
Yes, it's so cute.
There's not a physical or a mental or extraterrestrial way how this could be
It's a
here.
good home.
How she could be here. In my gloomy, dark, and horrible world. The very first thought that runs through my mind, besides the initial Philly Rainbow Dash in a box, is who in the world would give up a Philly Rainbow Dash?
I know. If this happened to me tomorrow,
My heart explodes.
today.
Twice.
if this
I
happens,
have
I'm gonna be
not
like,
smelled this in
oh
years.
my gosh, I got a fucking piggy boy. I'd like my own pony. My pony's like even faster.
I'm
She
so
can do
not sure
a
how to
double
handle
rain.
this situation.
He can do a double
Take her
rainbow.
home? do I call somebody?
Yeah,
Who would I even call?
I know.
She would probably be taken off to some lab and experimented on. Honestly, I only
Just keep
have one choice here.
Keep her.
She has no clue what's going on, where she is, who I am, or anything else.
Mm-hmm.
She's beyond the word lost. She's misplaced. Right now, there is nothing else that matters
It's
to me.
in like
My
10 minutes
despair,
or
sore
above.
feet and painful heart all go unnoticed, as nothing else can come remotely close to the feeling I have right now.
Yeah.
This joy that I'm experiencing at this
This ever
moment
happened to me,
is
I'm
only
like,
awakening.
fuck yeah, I got a fucking
She's
pony.
here.
And go up to my dad. Hey dad, I'm a fucking bro. I'm a
She's
brony.
my little
I
pony. She is
am a
my little
brony.
dashie.
Yeah.
It's only been
You
about
just said the
4
name.
months since I bought the young rainbow dashie. I did what little research I could on the matter, but I've come to no conclusions. I really have no idea why she's here. And quite frankly, I don't care. These few months with her have been the most amazing time.
What are you doing?
She has opened my heart up to love and joy, amongst other things. Right now, she sits next to me on the couch as I watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to enjoy the morning cartoons on the local stations. And I've kind of come to enjoy them too. She acts a lot like a young kid would.
Of
But
course.
then again, why wouldn't she? Another amazing thing is she's been learning to talk. Now, I'm not much of a teacher, or
just said
for
something.
that matter, a parent.
For some
But I'm
reason,
doing
that
my
reminds
best to
me
help
of
her learn to
the
speak and read.
Ponylicious videos.
I've decided since
You know,
I
like
actually don't know her
Rainbowlicious,
actual birthday, I'm
Vinylicious,
gonna make the day I found her
Savory-
birthday,
Delicious.
September the 17th.
Yes.
And oddly enough, that's the very same day that the second season of My Little Pony aired last year. I quit watching the show after Dashie came into my life. There was no reason for me to continue. And honestly, I don't have a lot of time to myself anymore.
Look, it's the same book and a show. Does that make
She's able to fully
sense?
communicate with me now, as well as read English. And she's even started to learn how to write with, you guessed it, her mouth. I did try to invent some things for her
I
book
gave
so she
you
could
a
write,
hug.
but it seems writing with her mouth is more natural than moving a hoofer. One thing that troubles me with her, though, every day she sits at her window looking outside. I'm not worried about her being seen by passerbys. I live on a dead-end street, so that's the least of my worries. Still, though she hasn't said anything to me yet, I can see the hunger for fresh air in her eyes. I really can't keep her in
Sad
her
piano.
life.
Whenever you hear sad piano,
I keep
everyone's sad.
talking like she's going to be here forever.
Yeah,
I know that isn't true.
sad.
One day, someday, she'll return home. Whether that's a simple poof,
Poof.
when she's gone, or perhaps through some other means. In my heart, I hope that never happens. But in my head, I know it will. It's just a matter of when. I do hope to get her outside sometime soon. I've been
Aw.
checking out some of the abandoned lots and former parks on my walks to and from work, seeing where the best location would be to take her. Funnily enough, it seems the field that I played at growing up was the best option. So that's when I decided I shall take her to the field. But how will I get her there? She's still relatively small, so I can hide her inside a jacket or something. And tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day anyway.
Yeah.
I've been taking her to that old field for weeks in hopes that I could help her learn how to fly. There's this large tree there
Speed.
with branches sticking out over a grassy terrace. The perfect spot for her to practice.
Yeah, no, probably
If she
cry.
falls and I can't catch her, at least she'll have something remotely safe to land on. She fell a lot, and I knew she would. There were many scrapes, cuts, and bruises towards her goal, but finally, after many weeks of work, she did it. She flew.
Yes. Whoa.
Now, it was only a short distance, about 50 feet or so, but still, she did it. She's a little scraped up, but she's beaming with
It's
pride.
epic. I have to watch this a different
Another
way.
thing that had been brought to my attention, she asked me about having her own room, and I got to thinking, I realized that most dogs have a spare bedroom, though my parents had filled it with my old school stuff from my younger years, as well as several of my old toys. You know, she might enjoy them. Though she is getting older, I'm not sure how entertaining they'd be for her. But if she has her own room, I can get her own things, so
Yep.
that she can feel somewhat normal.
Mm-hmm.
She is pretty smart for a filly and knows the difference between our species. However, she still knows nothing about her origin. She's just not ready yet. The only thing I can do is keep her happy.
Ducky.
Today is a day for celebration. But today, my little Dashie got her cutie mark.
Yes.
She didn't even know what it was until I explained it to her. Now she's even more ecstatic than before. It was just a normal field outing, but this time she decided she wanted to see how high she could get in an attempt to gain speed from the fall. All the right things factored for her: how she positioned herself, her mental focus, and possibly me on the ground watching and cheering. But she did
And
it.
here we go.
I
Sonic
knew the rig was
Rainbow.
secondary, but to actually do the Rainbow Part 2, my mind was blown.
Oh yeah.
So the initial explosion caused a ton of broken windows and set off car alarms in the next county. We rushed home before anyone could arrive at the field. I was lucky. None of my windows were broken.
Good.
Though that was her highlight of the day, mine was just moments ago. She has now come accustomed to sleeping in her own room versus with me out on the couch. Now I can sleep in my own bed once more. But I do keep the door unlocked, so if she needs me, she can come get me.
Like if she has a bad
I
dream.
had just tucked her into bed and told her goodnight when she said it.
Here we go. Yes. This is as far as I watched. So epic.
Good night, my little Dashie.
That's where I
For
stopped.
the first time, not only did she call me Daddy, which she has done on occasion, but she even said it. I love you. I haven't moved for an hour now. I am so lost in thought. The few times she has called me Daddy, I didn't think anything of it. I could picture why she called me that. Being with her so much has made me accept it as part of taking care of her. But tonight, when she said those 3 words, the realization finally sank into my heart. I am her daddy, and quite frankly, I consider her my daughter. I think
This
I've
just
finally
touches
done it.
you.
I have broken my hard shell that had formed when my parents died. I've let a sweet little filly into my life. I gave her a home to live in, food to eat, and now a daddy to love. She has given me hope, love, compassion, and now something I thought I'd never utter: a daughter. I believe Dashie is now at her full size, rounding in at
Yes.
about 3 feet tall. She's fully grown. Though she's only 10 years old according to my math, I believe she's actually
Oh
closer
my
to
God.
14 or 15 in actual years.
Yeah.
So we celebrated 5 missed birthdays. I got a new job, one that pays much more than my old one.
Wow.
Dashie even talked about getting a job, but then she remembered what I told her. The look on her face was heartbreaking. Luckily, I have a way to fix this. Due to the sheer size of the property, it involves a lot of cutting the grass. Tomorrow, I'll modify a lawnmower for her to use so that she can have a job. I'll even pay her so that she can buy her own stuff if she wants. According to the show, she was a weather pony, and I don't have her mess with Mother Nature unless it's a dire emergency, so there really isn't any job there for her. I don't know when, but I have the sudden feeling
Be
that
quiet
the
for a
weather is
while.
running out. All of this has been too good to be true. Today has to be the worst time of my life, even more than when my parents died. Dashie found out the truth before I could tell her myself. I remember I walked in from work with some groceries, set them in the kitchen, and walked into the living room. That's when I saw it. My heart sank. I knew that episode.
How long have you known about this? How long have you known about this?
I sat down, turned off the television, and told her everything. I told her about the show, finding her, and answered any other questions she had for me. After our argument, she flew upstairs into her bedroom and slammed the door shut. An hour later, I went to check on her, but no response told me she'd flown off. I can only hope that she comes back. Or at least, if she doesn't, she stays away from any other people. All I can say to her at this point is that I'm sorry. I am so sorry. It's been 3 days since Dashie left. The night of her departure, I did something I hadn't done in a very long time. I went for a walk.
I can feel it too. Come
I
on.
wasn't sure where I was going or how long I walked, but that's what I did. It's 3 days later, and I'm finding myself out here walking once again.
I don't know when this to happen, if it does really happen. Oh, the flashbacks.
Good night, Daddy. I love you.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
What's with the twig? Oh my gosh.
I heard you. And I'm sorry too.
Dashie, you have nothing to be sorry about. This is my fault. Simple as that.
Dad, do you still love me?
Of course, Dashie. I've always loved you. I still love you, no matter what. Not even a small fight such as ours could ever change that. With some time, I'm sure she'll relax and settle down about her being in a cartoon. She is a smart mare and knows she isn't real, not that made-up cartoon pony from the show. I can only help to push her into believing things, and hope that she'll do the same for me. There is a point in every parent's life when they have to let their child go. On her 20th birthday, I had planned a special outing to go see a flight show. As we prepared to leave, there was a knocking at the door. Dash, go to your room. I'll be in a minute.
And it's...
When I first saw the figure standing on my porch, I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or hallucinating. She stood there another second looking at me.
Celestia. What the fuck? The whole gang. The main Pinkie Pie.
I'm quite surprised. I had expected a little more resistance to us entering.
Why? I know who you all are.
Ah, so you do know them.
That you are fictional characters from a children's TV show? Then yeah. Otherwise, why you're all here? I have no idea.
Oh, I think you do know.
My heart fell into the pits of my stomach. I did know, and she was straight to the point about it.
Excuse me, sir, but from what we could figure out, Rainbow Dash should be here. Is she?
Yeah, she's upstairs in her room.
Her room?
Yeah, Dashie's in her room. I wasn't sure who was knocking, and I didn't want to be spotted.
Dashie? My, you're that friendly with her already?
I wanted to punch that pony so hard right then. How she had responded.
Ooh.
Linda, that's not even the beginning of it. And I should be asking you ponies about what the hell you did.
You see, my student...
I know who she is. Would you just cut to the chase?
Yes, of course. She was working on a spell to help the weather team with storm development. They had ended up making a slightly too large storm, and when Twilight had attempted to use her magic to dispel it, it shot a lightning bolt out to meet her horn. Rainbow Dash was unfortunate enough to be within reach of the blast, and it engulfed her. It sent her to here.
What?
We have arrived to retrieve her.
Ooh.
Simple enough, I would imagine.
Dad? Is everything all right?
It was in that second that my heart stopped beating.
Excuse me, Sugar Cube. Did I just hear Rainbow call you?
There was only one thing I could do. I knew I wouldn't like it. Yeah, Dashie, I'm coming out. We're not
Hey, Rainbow.
Dashie! Hey, get away from me! You don't recognize me, do you?
Pinky.
No, or any of you.
Dash, take a seat, please, so I can talk to them.
Confused.
She's since over.
About 15 days ago. Why?
Well, it's been a lot more time than that here.
How long?
15 years.
That don't explain why she don't know us.
Well, that's the thing. When I found her, she was just a filly.
Come again?
From my memory, I think she was no older than 4 or 5 years old.
You mean to tell us that you've been taking care of Rainbow Dash for 15 years? Since she was a small filly?
She is. You know it's not true.
I can understand the reason why Rainbow Dash called you Dad.
So, what's supposed to happen now?
Well, it's quite simple. Twilight, do you still remember that memory school from the disputes?
I knew what was going on, what Celestia had in mind. She wanted Twilight to either erase Dash's memories or start from anew. No, please wait. Just give me a moment with her, please. That's all I ask, since this is the last time we'll see each other. Dashie, my little Dashie, I love you with all my heart. You have done wonders to open me up to the man who once was. You have brought me so much joy in my life. I can't possibly ever thank you for it all. These 15 years we have had together, talking, playing, flying, all those have been so special to me. I just wanted you to know that I will forever love you. If there is ever a problem that happens and you need me, don't hesitate to find a way to get me, okay?
Do I have to go, Daddy?
I'm trying to cry with him.
It's your actual home, Dashie. You don't belong here.
But I belong here. With you.
You have no friends or other ponies to relate to. I was only taking care of you until this time would come. I knew it would be this big.
Oh,
I love you too.
if you're not crying, then you're Brownie. If you're not crying,
I knew what was coming. It hurt so much. But I knew it was right. It was what had to happen for her, for her friends, and in a twisted way for me.
Hey, before I go, I want to get something.
wait.
I knew she had realized this is how it must end. The box, from my guessing, was probably her most cherished items. Though it hurt me to think about it, I hoped she had a picture of us in there.
I'm so sorry, Rainbow Dash. I honestly wish there was another way to do this.
Puppy
Just
smell?
how can I blame anybody for sending Rainbow Dash here? I wish to thank you, Twilight, and the rest of you. Thank you for what you did, though not mentioned.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, darling, for caring for our Rainbow Dash. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you ready now, Rainbow?
Oh, the good eyes. words cannot describe how sad I am.
For 15 years you took care of me. For 15 years you loved me, bathed me, and made sure I enjoyed my life in a world not meant to house me. I'm not a mayor of many words, but even though I told you this in person, I felt you needed a written version of it so you will know it was all real. I love you, Dad. You helped shape me into the man I am. I'm not sure what's going to happen, if I will remember any of this or not. I want you to know that you did a darn good job of raising me, even if I was a bit stubborn at times, and short with feeling. With Celestia's permission, I hope to allow you to keep our photos, our memories, pages so that you'll never forget. I love you.
I love you too, Rainbow Dash.
Always.
It's so sad. The saddest endings of all the videos. This is so sad. This is gonna be the worst. I don't even want to explain this right now. Thanks you, Rainbow Dash. If this ever happened but with my pony, I'm going to be so happy. But thank all of you for watching this video. Wait. There's seriously my little Dashie too. This words can't explain this. My little Dashie, you are the best thing ever. I will miss you forever. And I hope that you're not forever alone. I love you, Dashie. You are my best friend in the whole world. Rainbow Dash. I wish that you were well. But I will see all of you guys in the next video. This has been really sad. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.